Alright guys, we're back. Gracie! Xena! Alright, so I do, Nancy, have the sound box on Xena, so when you hear that buzzing, and the reality is, Xena! Ravenous animal, ravenous! I need like a thing on my head that I can give them a treat, like one of those beer hats. What I want you guys to remember with this is you're always starting it slightly before. You're not doing it after the fact. It's going to take a second to send a signal. When they go to send a signal to Mars, I think it takes 3-4 years. Maybe not. Maybe no, that's when you shine a beam of light. Anyway, we were just inside on the stage that they're all trying to outbid me. I can assure you it's probably not going to work unless these people have some pretty deep pockets. All right, come on, let's go. Truffles! Oh, I hope you caught that. You are not going to get, other than Bleu, you're not going to get a dog that changes direction. In fact, let's go look at the skid marks where the dog turned around. And that's really what you're looking for. I'm going to get her again. Truffles! We've got to get that in slow-mo, because I'm telling you, that little dog is textbook. You know, and this is from the people that say, oh, the pager jars them. What a moronic statement is that? Allison, this is Gracie's father, so she likes to follow the father. Gracie! Ooh, Gracie! I'm gonna tell you that I may have a slight problem. I'm just showing Crystal. Gracie. Gracie. We're a little Bleu. And if this happens to you guys at home, you've got to get new antennas. Bleu. Gracie! Good girl. Bleu has chewed the antennas on 3 of the remotes. And it was because I left him on top of his cage or something, I don't know. But one of them fell on the ground. Xena! No. Xena. Oh, okay. Oh, Crystal's impressed. Anyway, it is going to compromise the integrity of your signal. If your antenna has been chewed by Bleu. But what we're going to do, and since they don't watch my show at Dogtra, I've got a couple collars that need to go back. And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to take these, because you know Dogtra fixes everything for me for free. One of my small benefits of being on the pro staff, I shouldn't even say this, then someone will get it and send it. What are they going to do? They don't care. Okay, but I'm going to take these chewed up ones and put them on the ones we're sending back to get fixed. And then say, I don't know, it doesn't seem to have any range on it. I don't understand what's going on. Can you imagine these techs that work in the back when this comes in? And according to Luann, there's a bobcat out here too. Surely that thing would run and hide. Alright, so Venus, well, she might be. Crystal's terrified to go back in the back by the scary plant. Forcing her back there. Gracie! Good, 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 good. Ah! We need to get less appealing treats. I'm going to get that Doberman. I'm going to start it slightly before. Xena! So that's what you think of. I'm holding it down for the duration of the name. Xena. Xena. Anyway, and the last video cut off. I don't know if you guys know this, but on this camera, anyway, it'll only shoot a 30-minute video. And I figured that out, not bringing the subject back to Dave again. But at the Dave concert, when I was videoing it, it suddenly cut off. Well, I can tell you I about had a panic, because I'm like, did that not record? All right, look, Gracie's getting way over there around the corner, so is Truffles. I'm going to simultaneously... Gracie! Truffles! And I'm not moving back at all, but partly because of the speed that these dogs already have. All right, come on. Anyway, so after you get really to 29 minutes, it just cuts the video off, but then it does process it. When I was at the Dave concert and that happened, I panicked. I'm like, oh my God, did that just record? Did that just delete? I didn't know what happened. I was so confused. All right, I'm gonna get all of them. Xena. And I'm gonna tell you, I didn't page Truffles, but she carried. Truffles has what we call any name syndrome. So she can kind of recognize the cadence and stuff that you're saying stuff with. And so she does the same thing. Same thing. There goes that Doberman. I start my pager slightly before. Xena! So you're doing it concurrent. That's what I want you guys to think of. I had some idiot post a thing on there. Oh no, you're not doing it right. You're supposed to give them the command, and if they don't do it, hit the pager. Oh, okay. Yeah, let's all try that one. You know, what people don't understand, and these people that say, you know, don't use the pager, and I'm just going to tell you guys right now, anybody that uses the vernacular stem is to me a neophyte. Because, you know, the original book written by, and there's only a handful of books, and you guys know that, which is Dr. Tortora's book. It was written in 1981 and was really so far ahead of his time. Gracie! And then the best-selling retriever training book of all time, which was Tritronics Retriever Training. I can tell you what vernacular they use in there. Not the word stem. It's the most ridiculous thing. And the reason is... Where's Blue? Oh, there he is. The reason is it does not denote, you know, anybody that's been doing this, you say the nick, you say the continuous, you say the momentary. You know, Mike Lardy refers to the continuous in the politically incorrect vernacular of burn, but, you know, so stem does not differentiate unless these people are claiming to use nothing but continuous. I don't buy it. Xena, because, and you guys know this, I'm going to do a long, rambling video about this after the Dave show. Because the stimulus contracts their muscles, it's causing chemical reactions in the muscles. You end up suffering something called blowback from too much, sort of like people when they go to the gym and they overwork out and they get that lactic acid thing in their muscles or whatever. Kind of like that. And don't say I'm out of my mind, because if these crazy people can say the pager is jarring, I can certainly say that. Gracie! All right, so what that was, Allison, was Gracie eating unknown substances off the ground. Possibly bobcat poop. I got Blue. Oh, Blueby. Blueby, the way you run, you're just so happy. All right, come on. Anyway, so the word stem is, to me, anyone that uses that is somewhat of a neophyte. Let me get that Doberman. Xena! Xena. Because it does not know. It's ridiculous, and it sounds stupid. I even told Ben at Dogtra that. I called Ben the other day, and I'm starting to have one of my meltdowns. So luckily, I was able to give her a call. Gracie! I'll tell you what happened. Her and sister just disappeared around the corner. Truffles! I'll tell you exactly what happened. They came all the way around the track. Look at those two. They are so cute together. Anyway, I was starting to have one of my meltdowns and, you know, telling him how ridiculous the low-level stem method was. But luckily, for poor Ben's sake, I was able to get it under control. But, you know, I told him, you guys need to start doing a Facebook page. You need to come up with some merchandise that we can give away. T-shirts and stuff. Don't you guys all at home want that? Like some pink girl shorts or something. All right, I'm gonna tell you what, I'm not gonna let that just go over me, just put it around that corner. Xena. Xena. And I'm gonna tell you why I followed through right there, Nancy, because she started to, I'm telling you, they're smelling all kind of deer tracks and every other thing back here. All right, Crystal, I know you don't want to go back here, but come on, let's go back here and see what the scary plant's doing. Crystal's like, no. It's kind of like that, what was that movie, Little Shop of Horrors, where they had those plants that ate the people and stuff. Crystal's like, no. All right, I'm not going to let them go ahead of me like that. Gracie, Xena, and if she didn't come back right away, Nancy, I'm going to tell you right now, I would follow through. Xena, I would follow right through with my mitt. All right, let's go see what the scary plant's doing. Come on. It's so nice back here. Who knows? I may set up a little campsite myself back here. Instead of being inside in my cushy bedroom all filled with plants, albeit fake, I can be camping out here with all these bugs and spiders. That damn Rocky. Truffles! What I did was turn Truffles right around before she hit that water. And so Crystal was like, do you want me to put a collar on Rocky? I said, Crystal, Rocky is not collar conditioned. Truffles! Bleu? Put them out one by one. Oh, Libby, I love you, Libby. Anyway, I made that video for paddling, but there's something wrong. Xena? Gracie? With my computer or something, because if I try to cut and paste the link, it just out. Look at Rocky just. See, this is what happens when you have a dog that's not trained. It just goes off on its own. All right, the plant's moving around a little. Come on, Crystal, run. All right, I'm going to get Gracie Truffles before they head back over there. Gracie! Truffles! I'm going to get Gracie with a little bit of Nick. Gracie! See where that turned her right around. Oh, yeah. Rocky, on the other hand, Gracie. Oh, darn, Blue. Bleu. Bleu. Gracie. I'm telling you, I could probably sell camping back here. Mark had that intern that was living in a trailer. Come on, let's go this way. Oh no, let's not that cheap. Mark, I think he's going back to Minnesota. We need to text Mark and find out what's going on. But he had this intern. Well, no, the guy wasn't even well, he was kind of an intern. Xena? Yeah, that dog is real direction. Gracie! He had a much better response that time because I had followed through with my net. Rocky, on the other hand, when you've got one like that, we just leave. There's no point screaming, Rocky, Rocky, Rocky. We just listen. That's what you guys have to remember. No, these dogs are collar conditioned. You know, they're not, and that's why when Crystal said, should I put a collar on Rocky? I laughed and laughed. No, I yelled at her probably. Because he's not collar conditioned, so it wouldn't do any good. All right, I'm going to get that Doberman. I'm going to tell you what I'm going to do next. Xena, I got her with just a little tap of the nick right there. I do want you to use the nick some. Libby. Whoa! Oh, he had snuck into the bushes. Right, come on, let's go. I'm telling you, there were deer tracks here before they got all stomped. We need to get CSI over here. We need to come back here. Well, we come back later in the week. Don't bring all these stomping dogs. I feel certain. Either that or I could put some plaster of Paris out on this little trail. Yes, I'll need you to be mixing that up when we get back, Crystal. We'll put plaster of Paris out and then we'll see what walks through there. Well, or, you know what, I'm pretty sure if I put the motion detector camera along here, we could get some really interesting pictures. Because, you know, to a deer, this looks like, you know, a nice little trail to go down. If Gracie keeps steering around that corner, I'm going to get it. Look, we have extra bag of treats under there. Oh, I'm going to get that Doberman. I'm going to get a little tap, tap, tap. Xena? Xena likes to go over there. Hey, listen, Missy. Truffles is very much of a grabber. Rocky, he didn't care about treats. He just now figured out I had treats. Xena! Jesus. What happened, Miss Nancy? I almost had to charge you for 3 fingers right there. All right, let's go. Rocky's my butler. I guess supposedly back in the old days, he used to use dogs for napkins. Uh-oh, Blue's finding something to eat over there. Bleu! Oh my God, I don't even have to look to see. Oh my God, Truffles, you terrible dog. All right, that's it, no more treats. There's actually such a thing as such high food drive, you don't even need to use treats. Right, if that little Gracie keeps carrying, I'm gonna, Gracie! Good girl. Good girl. No, none of you are getting any, just Gracie. Gracie's not too good of a catcher. Blue, I don't know what you were just eating. Gracie! But I can smell your breath from here, and it doesn't smell good. I want you guys to realize that this is what dogs want out of life. This is what they want out of life. They don't want to be kept in a house every second, overindulged. They want to run in the field. All right, I'm getting that Doberman out. Xena, we don't know what's in those bushes over there. All right, I'm going to get that. Gracie keeps carrying around that corner. I'm going to get her. She kind of had a sense. She kind of had a sense not to go. Most dogs are going to follow the path of least resistance. Blue follows the path of the fresh poop. OMG. That's what I don't let them disappear into those bushes. It's really starting to be a forest out here. I'm sure you guys are noticing that. Here she comes. Xena, good girl, good, good. I'm going to use the verbal praise. I'm going to be like that one ad in the phone book. Oh, we don't use treats or pinch collars or electric collars. Gracie? Or any of these things. We just use praise, praise, praise. Yeah. All right. Yeah, there's a book, Allison. You might want to get it. It's written by that guy Godfrey. He was actually a special guest on the show one time. But let me tell you what, we had to write the Godfrey character out of the show quick. But he's really, really a great trainer. He's from Germany, and he wrote a book called Obedience, Schützen Obedience, Training and Drive. I was fooled by that grass right there. Anyway, that might be a good book for you to read. But, you know, again, these people that compete on that kind of level use food. I mean, people that say they don't have not really been exposed to that kind of training, which isn't too good. Truffles turns out to be a pretty good little swimmer. Xena, on the other hand, she's got no interest in swimming. All right, I'm going to be ready if they start to carry out this gate right here. There's my green fish right there. Oh, look at them go, a whole little family. All right, guys, we're going to go back and get the next group, and then the final group, we're going to do the puppies. I communicate with clicks now. That's what I told David at the feed store. This guy thinks I'm a complete lunatic. I went. Somehow he knew what I meant. I did.